Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om
Yes, Nithyananda. So, what a powerful darshan, what a powerful satsang, where Swamiji himself revealed the glory of yoga, and he beautifully explained the importance of yoga, not to take body for granted. This is one of the most important things that we need to understand. Not taking for body for granted and doing yoga every morning without fail. And the Paramashivoham program, the days itself starts with 308 asana sequence. 300 asana sequence, especially when Swamiji himself has compiled the the yoga, Nithyananda Yoga, which is the essence of millions of yogi scriptures. So every day, without fail, I request all the participants, those who have joined, those who have not joined now, those who are left after darshan, I request all the participants to join and start doing yoga with Dviti Vinyasa Krama, with all the participants during when the program starts. Okay, so now we'll be moving on to the power manifestation. And before darshan, today we are manifesting the powers of Ashtamahasiddhi. So now we'll be moving on to the next round. So I request all the participants to be in the state of complete completion, oneness, and clutching to manifest the state space powers of Paramashiva. As after this powerful darshan, you are embodied with energy. This is the right time to manifest the powers. Now we'll be manifesting the power of increasing your own weight and becoming heavier. And this power is called as Garima. So just on the Sas Pramana, here's a beautiful verse from Shiv Samhita. Maranam khadyate tena sakenapi khadyate tasya satparamam siddhir animati gunaprada vayu sancharate dehe rasavriddhe bhuram bhrave akashapankajagara vityushamavati vardhate. Now, the verse, the meaning of this verse is the death is eaten by him, he is eaten by none. He manifests the highest power, such as Anima, Lagima, and Mahima. The Vayu, the wind energy moves equally throughout his body. The juices of his body also increases. Rasa Vriddhi. The nectar issuing from the ethereal lotus, Akash Pankaj, also increases in him. So now sit with cross-legged on the floor, with your head and spine in straight line. Visualize Paramashiva has come down as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivoham from KAILASA. Remember Paramashiva in your third eye. And sit with this powerful cognition. Think intensely, you are Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Anything else you think as your identity is delusion. Just drop it. You are Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Absolute unclutching, complete completion, and oneness to experience the state, space, powers, and being of Paramashivoham. So now, start your video recording. You'll be recording your power manifestation. Now, the first step is measure your own weight and note it down. I hope all of you have the measuring weight. So take a measurement of your weight quickly. Take few minutes. Take few minutes. Now we are going to manifest the power of Garima, becoming heavier. So let's take the initial measurement. And then we'll be manifesting this power of Garima. Now, while you take the measurement of your weight and note it down, now chant Mahavakya to connect with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Intensely do the japa of Mahavakya and now declare the change of the weight. With intense declaration, continue chanting Mahavakya. So let's begin this power manifestation. I'll be playing the oneness capsule to connect and deepen our oneness and manifest this power.
வந்த நேசனே நீ வருவாய் பூவோடு கனிகளை கொண்டு உன்னை பூஜித்தோம் அருள் தருவாய் கலி என்னும் கடலினில் மூழ்கிட்டையும் இனி கரம் தந்து காத்திட்டு கருணையும் பொய்கையில் அலர்ந்திட்ட அலவத்மம் போல உன் திருவடியில் வாழ்ந்திட நித்தனின் வாராய் அருணாச்சலனே நீ வாராய் அகண்ட ஜோதியனே வாராய் அல்லல் நீக்கிடவே வாராய் அகிலம் போற்றுகின்ற ஈசனே சிந்தை கவர்ந்த நேசனே நீ வருவாய் பூவோடு கனிகளை கொண்டு பூஜித்தோம் அருள் தருவாய் சூலமும் மெய்யினில் வில்வமும் நிறையா கடல் நீர் குடியோடு தரிசனம் அருளவா செம்பொன் மாட சிற்றவை தனிலே சிந்தை கவர்ந்த உன்னை சிக்கன பிடித்தேனே
மன்னும் புகழ் பெறும் நான் வரை நாயகா மதியில் நிறைந்திடுவாய் மதி உணராதவர்க்கு மதி உணர் செய்திட வான்மழ நீ ஏந்திவாய்
அறவாடிட இசை சூழ்ந்திட
சிரிப்பாலுணர வைத்தார் உன் சிரிப்பாலுணர வை ஆனந்த மீனாட்சியே கருணை நாயகியே நித்யானந்த மீனாட்சியே நித்யேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி.
Yes. So after this power manifestation, I'll list all of the participants. Now you can relax and take the measurement after the power manifestation. Take the weight, measure the weight of your own body now. Take few minutes as you measure and verify, compare with the initial measurement that you have taken. And notice the change in the weight. So let's take few minutes as you measure the your weight, which is the second time, and then compare, verify with the initial measurement, and you can put your change in the Zoom chat and celebrate the manifestation of powers. Okay, while all of you are putting your revelations, verifying, now we'll be moving on to the internalization exercise. Before darshan, we were going through the session where everything, Swamiji beautifully explained how everything is auspiciousness. Just celebrate it. So now we'll be entering into the intra exercise where you'll be performing exercise meditation technique to internalize. So just sit with yourself for 15 minutes. Now I request all the participants in the Zoom, in the YouTube, close your eyes and allow any thoughts, person, or situation to come to your mind. If it is a positive thought, a person you love, or a situation that you cherish, feel deep gratitude for it and see it go away. If it is a negative thought, the person you don't like, or an unpleasant situation, feel gratitude for that too and bless it. Anything that comes to your mind, bless it with gratitude. You will see that within a few days, your whole attitude will become soft and compassionate. You will start seeing things with great compassion and receptivity. Yes. So now, let's enter into this internalization exercise. So I'll be projecting the instructions for the meditation. Let's begin. Now you can relax after this powerful meditation. You will see that you will be filled with gratitude with this technique, the meditation technique, whether it is positive thought or the negative thought. Feel deep gratitude and let it go. You will see the great concept, compassion and the receptivity happens within you. So now we'll be moving on to our next segment, where we'll be knowing, Swamiji will guiding us through as how the expectation is the culprit. So let's make this interactive. Now sit down and make two lists. One of the things that you have and one of the all the things that you don't have. So the two lists are one, the list which you have, all the things that you have. Another, make a list of all the things that you don't have. The first list should include every single thing that you have. Every single thing means every single thing. So you have to actually look and contemplate much more and much deeper into that, including starting from that you have the eyes, you have the ears, have the hands, legs, because most of people don't have some of these. Even then we take it for granted. Include all your physical and mental faculties before moving to the material things. So start with what you have with your physicality. Start with what you have with your mental faculties. Then we can move to material things. Now, if you write very sincerely without leaving anything, you will not be able to complete the list first itself. This is the truth. And if you are unable to finish the first list, it means gratitude has started happening. So let's take few moments and let's pen down whatever you have and whatever you don't have. Let's take few moments. I'll be projecting the slide so it's easier for us. Okay. So here Bhagavan is trying to tell us that whatever we have, we won't be able to finish the list itself because it is so much. We have taken granted so much. Then the truth is that you won't be able to finish the list itself. Okay. So now, by the things which you have, you should feel so much of gratitude to what you have. Most time we take everything for granted. So start contemplating. We'll be entering into the internalization exercise of this little later. We'll be going through what Swamiji is trying to convey us through how the expectation is the actual.
Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes, sorry for the technical glitch. So now the problem is that there is a continuous expectation in all of us. That is why gratitude doesn't happen easily. Now here's a powerful powerful truth that Swamiji is trying to convey us. The problem is that there is continuous expectation in us all the time. That is why gratitude doesn't happen so easily. We continuously receive inputs from our eyes, our five senses, nose, ears, tongue, and touch. Based on this, we continuously expect something or other to happen in a certain way. We expect when we see someone has a better house or car, it gets registered in us. When we hear some great achievements by someone, that also gets registered in us. So our energy moves only outwards, constantly flowing, following our five senses, never inwards, never towards ourselves. Gratitude is a process. So through gratitude, this process reverses and you suddenly awaken to the abundance in you. With gratitude, there is no expectations and there is no greed. Working with expectation is like pouring clarified butter into fire to quench it. Can you quench fire by pouring clarified butter into it? No, never. In the same way, you can never feel fulfilled if your actions are rooted in expectations. You will only tire your senses. You can live either in expectations or in gratitude. It can never be both. With expectation, there is a desire to possess the things. You become the owner. With gratitude, you become the enjoyer. When you are the owner, you enjoy only few things that you own. When you are the enjoyer, you enjoy everything in the existence. When you look to own, nothing will seem enough. When you enjoy, everything seems to be overflowing. That is the difference. Now, here's a beautiful story that Swamiji is saying. In a village, the night guard was on his around, blowing his whistle periodically. He had an earthen pipe that he smoked. He filled it with tobacco and searched for a matchbox. He didn't have one. He went to a nearby hut where an old lady lived and asked if she could give him some ember from her oven. The old lady said her stove has not been lit for past 3 days, and she herself was managing with little food that they gave in the temple. So the guy went to the next house and asked if he could have the matchbox. They said that they themselves have taken the burning log of wood from the neighbor to light their stove. Now they have neither had the fire nor a matchbox. The guard decided to go to the village chief's house where the maid would surely have the matchbox. So he went and asked for the matchbox to light his pipe. One of the girls looked at him and asked, "Fire to light your pipe? Why not use the lantern that you're carrying?" The guard couldn't believe his eyes. He had been carrying the lantern all along while searching a matchbox. So when we believe that what we need is all only outside of us, we will continue searching like the night guard. When we believe that existence always gives us what we need, we will find everything within us all the time. Your very body language can change with gratitude. When we work with expectation all the time, we will carry a subtle violence in our body language. It is not deliberate violence, but inherent violence. If we become little sensitive to our body language, we will be able to catch this. So when watch yourself when you type on the computer, when you handle the phone, everything that you do, small things, when you place the phone receiver back to its cradle, with what aggression you walk, how you close the door behind you, with what sensitivity, how much awareness are you doing it, how you hold your child's hand, everything. You'll see that you carry a subtle violence in it. You can try the next time you close the door. Remember and observe how you close it. Now, open the door, close it again softly with the tremendous gratitude and awareness until it closes completely. Feel yourself when you do it. You will observe the difference between the two experiments. Now, the second time, you will suddenly soften inside yourself. This is the effect gratitude has on you. With gratitude, the entire body language changes. When you start experiencing deep gratitude, your response to the situation changes. You start resonating with existence. Your body will flow with that resonance, with the cool breeze, cool grace, and softness. All your actions will arise out of His grace. There will be no violence, only joy with the flowing. Then anything you do will make life sweeter. So now we'll be hearing from Bhagwan himself as he reveals about the gratitude. Listen carefully. Listen carefully.
How the gratitude becomes a spiritual practice today. Very funny, but a very mystical incident. Today, Pradosha Puja was there. Means before the discourse, around 5:30, the puja for Nandi. Today is the day Mahadeva gave Shivasutras to Devi. Pradosham is the day Mahadeva spoke these teachings, these sutras to Devi. Today we have one of the wonderful, very powerful technique, sutra. So we had the puja, Pradosha Puja. During that time, when Shiva gave the sutras to Devi, we usually do puja to Nandi. The story is that Shiva told Nandi to be in the entrance and take care of all the devotees and visitors who are coming, because he is giving the sutras to Devi. So that 1.5 hours, Nandi was in charge. Usually it is very easy to get things done by secretary. Then going to the top. So all boons and whatever people ask, Nandi just disperses it. No problem at all. Because 1.5 hours he is the authority. And it's like for a few hours, if you are given power, what will you do? You will just disperse everything to whoever wants. So anything you want, which can't be done according to the dharma, some extra favors, that is the right time to approach. Nandi is the in charge. We always do the puja to Nandi. Today I went and sat there. And after the puja, the archana started. I was in such a deep silence and samadhi. The archana was going on. Slowly, I saw behind me, the group which was sitting, 1 or 2 people were little uncomfortable, not settling down. Of course, I did not see physically, but because I was in samadhi, I can see very clearly what is going on in the minds, like a worms moving. I saw few minds little unsettled, little irritated. I was thinking, this presence, anybody will fall in tune so beautifully, so wonderfully. What is the problem? I saw few guys are not able to, were little agitated because that brahmachari was chanting the mantra. He chanted the name Nithyananda also, along with the mantra. These few, 1 or 2 brains doesn't understand the Rudra, the traditional Rudram itself, there is a word Nithyananda. It's a name of Shiva. It's name of Mahadeva. And I was just seeing. And another funny thing is, I did not even remember or listen, it is my name, because I was in such a deep samadhi. Never feel, that's my name. And there are few intelligent guys, maybe who had the click or initiation, who had the gratitude or the love. I saw the more they heard that word, they were able to feel more and more connected, because, understand, the experience with the master will intensify your true devotion. Usually, master is used like an object to create devotion in you. Many of our disciples come and tell me, Swamiji, only after I felt connected to you, only now I feel connected to all the puja, rituals, tradition and everything. Till then I never had connection with all those things. All those things people used to do, I go there like a ritual. Only now it makes sense so much. It makes meaning. Master is like a window or a door. Feeling connected to him or grateful to him will open a new door of being grateful to everything. Feeling connected to everything. Few people who had that click, I saw very beautifully they were able to settle. And the few people, and even those few, it is not that they never know or never had any blessing or never had any benefits from the master. They had. But that gratitude, the thanking attitude has not started. If that starts, you will stop judging. Thanking is one of the very powerful quality. In our first meditation technique, the first meditation program, the 7th technique, the quality to open the Sahasrara chakra, the ultimate chakra, is gratitude. In gratitude, you will stop judging and fall in tune more and more and more. I saw today beautifully the power of thanksgiving, consciously. Power of thanksgiving. That those few guys, they also do not know traditionally the Nithyananda is one more name of Shiva. If you chant the Rudram, the original Rudram, from the Varanasi edition, there will be a name Nithyananda. And I saw the person Both of them do not know. Person who got agitated and person who did not, who felt connected. Both of them do not know traditionally it is the name of Shiva, so it is getting chanted. And the person who did not get agitated, he had some gratitude. Because of that, that name only connected him more and more. The person who did not have, because of that one word, one agitation, he was not able to connect to the whole ritual. The whole ritual. I just smiled and I understood the whole thing. I smiled and turned to the priest and said, "Stop chanting." He stopped. He just chanted only a few times, then he stopped. If you attended the puja, you would have seen why suddenly Swamiji stopped the recital of his name. That was the reason. Understand, whenever the one simple quality of gratitude, if it starts, gratitude is like a small fire which can burn all your karmas. All the karmas. Anything which you carry on, which you brought, which you are accumulating, anything can be burnt. A simple remembrance of gratitude, not only to the Master, to every being, to everything. It brings so much of sensitivity. It brings so much of love and so much of settled feeling, so much of connected feeling. It can just move. I saw the person who was agitated a little bit, whose mind was complicated. His mental thought, the structure was, why should his name being chanted? And he doesn't understand. The person whose name is chanted, he doesn't even remember it is his name. It is his name. Somebody asked me in the discourse, why should you be there and we should be here? I told him very beautifully, actually understanding these few ideas will really give you the deep insights about Thanksgiving, where we miss and what we miss. I told him, because I am nobody, I am here. Because you are somebody, you are there. Understand that if you are somebody, even if you are made to sit here, you will think, I think for my qualification, it should be little better. Wherever you go, whatever way you are respected, you will feel that something more has to be done, should have been done. If you are nobody, whether you are respected or not, you will never bother. You will be in such easiness, comfort. There will never be a disturbance. Person who has become nobody, wherever he is, he will be comfortable. Person who has become somebody, wherever he is, he will have some complications, some misunderstanding. The gratitude will make you as nobody. You will be a flowing energy. You will be just flowing energy. I have seen that flowing energy in the poems of Sufi mystics. Sufism is completely the tradition based on the gratitude. And the way in which they flow, it was such wonderful flow. It was such a gratitude-based tradition. It does not take any training at all to have the divine experience through Sufism. With all other tradition, to have divine experience, the mindless, the experience beyond mind, it takes quite a lot of time. First understanding, then sadhana, austerity and all those things. With Sufism, it doesn't take time. Straight away it happens, because every step, every teaching is directed towards thanking, gratitude. So, understand this one great quality, it can really transport you to different plane.
स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं.
Yes. So what a powerful revelation by Swamiji, and how the gratitude actually can transform. And it's a direct way for to achieve oneness, enlightenment. So with this, now we'll be entering into the internalization exercise about dropping the expectations. So expectation is one of the thing that almost every human being is going through, and that doesn't allow the gratitude to happen within us. So this internalization exercise, you'll be dropping your expectations and allowing the gratitude to flower within you. You will learn about the beautiful expression that is gratitude, and how and more expectation takes us further and further away from it. So gratitude and expectations are just like the two opposite paths going in different directions. So let us do a small internalization exercise to drop our expectations and live in gratitude. So the first step, pen down where in your life you let your expectations to pull you out of the space of gratitude. Then pen down what you feel will happen if you decide to drop these expectations today. Third step, pen down 21 things that you are grateful for. The fourth step will be pen down 5 ways in which you are going to express gratitude in your day-to-day life from now. Decide, the fifth step, decide to share your gratitude with the people in your life. As actually this every single step is very important. The moment you start consciously implementing these things, you will see there is a cognitive shift happens inside you, and you start manifesting these things. So let's begin. I'll be projecting the slide for reference. Make sure that you are sincerely penning down all of them. Look into yourself, contemplate, and begin. So now you can relax with deep gratitude. Decide to have the deep gratitude with the people around you, all the things that you have in your life. Express gratitude in everything that is happening to you in day-to-day life. Only then you will start enjoying. Having trust, having deep gratitude is one of the greatest way to be is that you become close to oneness. One of the great technique. So now with this, we have come to the conclusion of day 5 of Paramashivoham Level 2. Tomorrow again, we'll be back with intense 308 asana sequence. As Swamiji mentioned today in the satsang, doing yoga every day intensely. We have the friends or the people who will remind you, who will wake you up for yoga. So the day starts with the Nithyananda Yoga, 300 Dvitiya Vinasa Krama. Then we'll be moving with the power manifestation, and another great powerful cognitions insights will be shared by the Swamiji himself through various clips, and there'll be internalization exercise. And at the end of the day, Swamiji himself will be coming live and giving the powerful cognitions and various revelations. So now it's time. Let's bring our hands in Namaskar Mudra. With deep gratitude, let's finish with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you. Nithyanandam will be starting day 6 of Paramashivoham tomorrow at 7 p.m. 7 a.m. ET.
Om